Hey guys, good morning. Guys, if you are able to see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. Let's continue. So, what is the today's topic? The today's topic is the tool, guys. Okay. In the last few sessions, I covered Agile SDLC model, and in the previous session, I covered Scrum Agile methodology. Now, I'm going to cover Jira, Jira tool for you. So let's begin. So I want everyone to type Jira in the chat box so that we can get started here with this Jira. Okay, fine. Let's deep dive into this Jira tool with whatever the knowledge we have got in the previous sessions about the Agile and Scrum methodology. I'm going to explain about the Jira tool for you. Okay, fine. Let's begin. Okay, so I'll just go to the new tab and here search for Jira. When I search for Jira in the search results, I'm getting this Atlassian.com software Jira link, right? This is the link you have to click on. Just click on this link. Okay, I have clicked on this link. Jira issue and project tracking software link. Let me close this. Okay, let's wait. There is some network issue. That's okay. Fine. We are taken to this particular page. Is there any network problem? Just give me a second. We load here. Okay, there. Okay. Looks like it's okay now. Okay, fine. We are on this page, guys. Somehow we are on this page. What we have to do next is, there is a button like get it free. Okay, I want to get the Jira for free. Just click on this button. The moment you click on this button, you will be taken here. Get started with Jira. Okay, this UI part of the application will keep changing, guys. Okay, the UI part of the application will keep changing. So we should not be worried about that. Whatever the visual clues we get on the application, we need to select that and keep moving forward. Okay, get started with Jira. And here, I need to give the email address and sign up. Okay, I need to give the email address and sign up. So I don't have any email addresses left, guys, for me to demonstrate about Jira for you. Okay, so if anyone from you would like to give one email, okay, then I can get started here. Anyone give your email address in the chat box. First come first serve I'll take, and then post here in the this particular thing and sign up. Okay, if anyone is interested in sharing your email address, type in the chat box. If I get at least one, I'll just proceed with this Jira tool. Yeah, thanks, Parth. Let me take that email address and paste it here. So, Parth, you need to help me out a few things because you are the in control of that email, right? You will get a lot of emails here. So, you just need to tell me the details sometimes. Okay, click on sign up. Okay. So, Parth, you would have received a code. Just give me that code so that I'll verify this and we'll proceed with the next steps. Just go to your email and find out if you received any code. Yeah, thanks, Parth. Okay, add your account details. Add your account details. Here, okay, I'll give the Parth. Okay, same. I'm setting one password, Parth. You can change it later. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, here it's asking you want to create a site. It's giving this name. That's okay. Let's use this and click on continue. What kind of work do you do? Okay, software development, product management, marketing, design, operations. A lot of things are there here. What kind of work do you do? Uh, you can select one option. That's okay. Otherwise, you can select other. That's okay. Okay. Not. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Select a template to get started. In that, which one I have to choose, guys? Scrum, Kanban, project management. Three items are there. Which one I have to choose? Scrum I have to choose, right? Jira with Scrum methodology. Okay. You see the other agile methodology apart from Scrum, which is kind of famous in the market, is Kanban. Okay. If you want to use Jira tool for Kanban kind of methodology, you have to go with the second option. But if you want to go with the Scrum, which is the number one in the market, most of the projects in the market which are using Agile SDLC model generally use Scrum methodology. Okay. So we'll pick the Scrum methodology and click on continue. Name your first project. Okay. I'm going to give the project name, guys. Here I'm going to give the project name or some sample project name. Let's say this is the project name. Okay. This is the project name I have given. Click on get started. What types of work do you do? Task, small piece of work, asset, a file, image, or video. Okay. Uh, relevant point of contact. Us. Okay, task is kind of good. Let's go with the task. Okay. How do you track your work? To do, in progress, done. If you want more customer, you see these features will keep changing, guys. Okay, earlier it was different. Earlier the Jira tool was different. Now it's kind of different. It's giving more flexibility this time. If you want more status as per your project needs and all, most of the projects will use to do, in progress, and done. But some people may want to have some extra phases here, so you can add them. Otherwise, go with the default. Click on finish. This UI will keep changing, guys. Okay, don't think that every time the same UI will be there. Okay, over a period of time, this Jira tool UI will keep changing, but understanding is something that is required. Okay, fine. Okay, now we are here. Just say accept all, and view all projects. No projects created. It is saying no projects found. You have no viewed projects, and all these things, kind of things, are coming here. Okay, nothing is there, right? Projects. Click on the projects. Is there any project coming? View all projects. Okay, we have created one project actually that was not coming. So I thought of selecting projects and view all projects. The project is there now. Okay, I just need to select this project and I am on this project, right? Okay, just give me a second. A lot of things have changed recently in this Jira. To do, in progress, done, like that, many things are there. So there is one thing known as, okay guys, you are a, okay, a lot of things have changed here. That's okay. Fine, no problem. There is one thing that you have to see here is, okay, I expanded this. You can, okay, you can go to full screen or normal mode. A lot of options got changed here. That's okay. You see, the first role that we have discussed in the previous session as part of Agile Scrum methodology, the role is nothing but product owner, right? Remember the product owner? Remember the product owner that I covered in the previous session? The product owner is the one who will, who knows the business well and who will dedicatedly work on the business needs of the project. Okay, once assigned. The product owner will gather the requirements and put them into a kind of backlog known as product backlog and can prioritize them, can estimate them. Okay. So provide a lot of estimations and many other stuff the product owner can do. Before the software testers and developer work on this project as part of the Scrum methodology and all, okay, working on sprints before the sprint starts and all, it all starts with the product owner first. Okay, let's click on this backlog and assume that you are product owner here. Assume that you are product owner for a while. You are not a software tester. Assume that you are the product owner for a while. Okay, here in the backlog, this is a backlog kind of stuff. Okay, your backlog is empty. Your backlog is empty. Just click on create and manage types. What is there here? A lot of things change it this time. Okay, 1 minute. Let's go back. Just give me a second. The backlog. Okay, epic kind tasks are there. Okay, so task is like a user story maybe. Learn about work types. Yeah, story they made it task this time. Okay, story estimate points are coming. You see when you, okay, so epic, if I select epic, that's okay. But when I say task here, the name got changed for story. It's now called as task. And you see story estimation point means it's nothing but a story here. Okay, that's okay. I just want to click on create here. The moment I click on create here, work type epic and task are coming here. Epic and task are coming here. Okay, what I will do here is first, okay, so few things changed here, guys. Okay, just whatever I thought is kind of different here. That's okay. Okay, so what we can do, just let me cross check once. Okay, this is the one. Things got changed. That's okay. I think we click on the same link, right? Issue and project tracking software and all. Okay, then go to atlassian.com once again. And here, let me cross check everything. Click on, yeah, Jira, Confluence, and all those things are there. I think this is the one only. Fine, fine. Okay, let's get started. Let's go with this. Okay. First, we have to, the product owner will create some epics, guys. Okay. And then broke down into small requirements known as stories later. Okay. So I'll take the help of ChatGPT so that we can go with a better pace. Okay. So here I'll ask some questions to ChatGPT, like, I don't have to do the hard work anymore. Okay. So here I need some data, right? Okay, I need some data like a product owner need to create some epics and stories. So everyone know what is an epic and what is a story? Does everyone know what is an epic and what is a story? Guys, anyone know what is an epic and what is a story? I covered in the previous session, right? I covered in the previous session. What is an epic? What is a story? If you remember from the previous session, what is an epic? What is a story? User story otherwise. Or in this case, it's being called as task in this application, Jira application. That's okay, but it's a user story. What is an epic? What is a user story? What's the difference? Yes, epic is a, as covered in the previous session, epic is a large requirement, okay? Higher level requirement or large requirement, okay? Epic is a high level requirement. High level requirement, which can be broken down, broken down further into small, small requirements, small chunks of requirements known as broken down further into user stories, okay? Which are small chunks of requirements. Epic is a high level requirement which can be broken down further into user stories, which are, okay, user stories are what? Which are small chunks of requirements. Okay, this is what is an epic. Epic is a high level requirement which can be broken down further into user stories, which are user stories are nothing but small chunks. A big requirement can be broken down into small requirements. Okay, so here user stories are nothing but small chunks of requirements. Okay, small chunks of requirement which are broken down from an epic. So I want some sample epics and user stories. I don't have to work hard anymore. Here I'll write a proper prompt in ChatGPT and I will get required things. Okay. Create sample epics and user stories. Otherwise, first I'll start with epics. Create sample epics for an e-commerce application. Okay. Create sample epics for an e-commerce application, I'll say. Here are several sample epics for an e-commerce application grouped by functional areas. Okay. So here, user registration and authentication. As a user, I want to securely sign up, log in and manage my profile so I can access my personal services. Okay. This is one epic. Product browsing and search. As a customer, I want to easily find and explore products so I can make informed purchase decisions. There's another sample epic that is that is given. Who will be working on this epics and user stories? Product owner. Okay, software tester doesn't work. Okay, I'm taking this data from the ChatGPT for now. Shopping cart and checkout another epic. Payment and invoicing another epic. Order management another epic. Shipping and delivery another epic. Product reviews and ratings another epic. Admin product management another epic. Promotions and discount. Security and like many epics examples are given. I'll choose the first one, which is easy for anyone to understand, right? User registration and authentication. Okay. So I'll just take that help and create the epic here. Summary. What is the summary? This is the summary. Okay. Copy this. Okay. Epic here and it write as a this is the epic case. Okay. Copy this and paste it here. As a user, I want to securely sign up, log in and manage my profile so that, okay, what is the format it is following for the epic, guys? The keywords are like this. You see, either user stories or epics, they will be like this only. As a something, I want to do something so that something will happen. This is a format. The epics and user stories are generally written by the product owner in this format, guys. Okay, product owner will create the epics and user stories in this format. As a something, I want to do something so that something will happen. Okay, as a civil engineer, I want to design a plan so that the client can construct client can have their building constructed like that. Anything can be given. As a doctor, I want to treat, okay, patient so that the patient will feel good. Okay, like that. Here in the e-commerce application, how do you mention as a as an end user or as a customer of the application? I want to create an account in the application. Why you want to create an application account in the application? So I can use so that I can access many services which are provided by this application. Okay, or to manage my profile here, whatever it may be. Okay, that you can write in the form of like this as a something. I want to do something so that something will happen is something that you need to write. Okay, here anyhow the example is there. Okay, then I've chosen this one. They also have given some user stories also for sample. Okay, epic can be broken down into smaller requirements which are nothing but called as the user stories. This is an epic. This epic can be broken down into smaller requirements. Okay, fine. User registration and authentication. As a user, I want to securely sign up so that I can access my personalized services. Okay, that's okay. You can make it small also. I want to securely sign up. Why you want to create an account? You can also write like this. Okay, as a user, I want to create an account. Create an account so that I can access personalized services of the account. Okay, like that. Whatever the thing you want, you can write. Okay. So what I'll do here is. Uh, So I'll just take this epic, paste it here, and ask it some prompt. Okay. Can you create a realistic epic, which realistic epic for this, so that I can create it in Jira tool. Okay, Jira tool. You see, user registration and login and profile management, enable secure user account creation. So let's go with the same epic, guys. Why to change it? Okay, I'll go with the same epic. I don't want to change it here. Let me go back, otherwise it'll be very difficult for me to. Okay, here I need to give the description. Where is the description I got? Here is the example description I got here. If you clearly see here. Okay, epic summary. Copy this epic summary and paste it here in the Jira tool. Okay, so assume that this summary of the epic and the description of the epic are being written by the product owner. Enable secure user account creation, authentication, and profile management features to allow personalized experience on the platform. This includes email password sign up, social login, password recovery, session management, and profile updates. Like that, some summary is there. Then, okay, select label. No matches found. Select parent. No parent. For now, nothing you have to select. Choose a team. Whatever the team you are working on, you can give the team name. Okay, if you have a team, you can do that. Due date and all I don't want to give. Sprint 1. If I don't select the sprint, it will be like that normally. It will be there in the product backlog. The epic will be there in the product backlog until I assign to the sprint. And yeah, anything. I don't want to change anything, guys. I just want to give the summary. I want to give the description as a product owner. Okay. Remaining all things by default, however it is, I'll be okay with that. Any other details are there for the epic? Okay. I think that's it. This is an epic. Let me create the epic for now. Using the summary and description, let's create an epic. Click on create. That's it. Epic will be created now. Okay, just refresh once. Where is the epic? Okay, it's not there here. It went here. Okay, somehow. Show epics panel. Enable that. Now you can see the epics. Now you can see the epics, guys. Okay. Okay, this is epic. Like that, if you want any number of epics, you can create the epics here. Okay. So this is one epic we have created. Similarly, if you want more epics, you have a lot of epics here, right? You can use them. Okay. As a customer, product browsing and searching is a simple one, right? I'll copy this and since you already have put a prompt, right, I'll just paste it here so that for this also, okay, the epic summary and you know, summary and description and summary, everything will be created. Create epic, another epic. What is this epic called as a customer, I want to easily find products and all so that I can make decisions. Okay. Just press enter. Just click on this. Okay. Can I edit this? Just checking whether I can edit this or not. If I'm okay, I clicked on it. Just refresh here one more time. There are two epics here. This epic I don't wanted to edit, but the edit option is not coming. Yeah, how can I do? Okay. No work item, start date, due date, view all details. I'll just select view all date, view all details. Okay, here it is coming now. Okay, this is a way. Okay, as a customer, I want to easily find and explore products so I can make informed purchase decisions. Okay. Then what I want to change here, the description I wanted to add, remaining all are same. I don't have to any changes for now. Okay. So this is a epic summary. Design, implement intuitive browsing, search and filtering functionality. So customers, these are the requirements, guys. The requirements will be like this only. Okay. Copy this high level requirement or epics. Click on save. The moment you click on save, that's it, guys. Okay. Two epics are created. Now one more epic I wanted to create. Okay. For sample, I'll create three epics. You can give any number of epics, but I'll be creating three epics here. Shopping cart and checkout. I'll just copy this. Go here. Paste it. Press enter. Expand this. Now you'll get view details. Click on this view details. And here in the description, add the description here. Okay. What is the description we have? Copy this. Go down here and paste. Press and press enter. Okay. You will get the epic summary. Copy this and paste it here. Okay. Now save. Now three epics got created. One, two, three. Three epics got created. I'll close all this stuff. For sample, I created three epics, which are high level requirements. Who will be creating the epics? Who will be creating these epics in real time? Who will be creating this epics in real time, guys? Tell me. PO, product owner will create. Yes, product owner will create. Okay. What are epics? What are epics? Large requirements are higher level requirements, which can further broken down into small requirements are nothing but the epics. Here you can, product owner can create any number of epics, but ultimately for sample, this is a demo, right? I'm just giving a demo of the Jira tool. So only few epics I created. Fine. For each and every epic, I want to create some stories. Okay. I want to break this epics into smaller stories. This first epic I'll take as a user. I want to securely sign up, log in and manage my profile so I can access personalized services. So I'll go with that. Okay. Just go back. Okay. This is our epic, right? Here are some child issues, that is user stories samples also given. This is the one. Okay. User story here. This one you have to copy. As a something, I want to do something so that something should happen. Okay, that should be the format of the user stories or epic. But epics are the small requirements which can be, user stories are the small requirements which can be broken down from a higher level requirements known as epics. Copy this, come back here and just click on create. Okay, here task is there, nothing but user story. Just, okay, do that. Okay, just click on this, say okay. Now here, as a user, I want to register and all those things are there. Now I need to give some details and all. Okay. It's something like this. Details are there here. Story point, estimates, none, development and all. Okay. A lot of other things are there. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll just delete this. I'll just try to delete this. and try to create from here. Okay, let's see if I get more information here. Okay, I'll just select the task here. Okay, only to do and kind of very simple things are coming. Click on create and manage types. Just go back. You see, they are giving me some options to customize it. Okay, by default, they are giving the user story as a task here, user story as a task, but they are giving very less number of fields. But if you want to customize, they are giving some fields on the right side. They are giving all the facility to the users to customize what they want in this user story. Now, whatever you want, right? Okay, I want this. Okay, see whether I can add it or not. Assign, then description. Okay, let's add the description here. Then if you want the labels, you can add, otherwise you can ignore. Then yes, parent field I want. Important things I'll add. I want to add the reporter who has created the story, generally product owner. Then what else is there? What else I need here? Story point estimates are there. That's okay. Then which sprint you are adding the story into? Yeah, this is fine. I think I'll try to save the template of the user story like this. Click on save. Now go back to the project settings, backlog. In that, now create a story. I'll just paste the story. As a user, I want to register my email and password so that I can create an account and access personal features. Okay. Just press enter and just click on this link. Now you'll get a different template, I think so. Okay, description has come. You see, earlier description was not there. Now the description is available. Okay. So they are giving some options to customize. We have customized. Okay. So this is just the UI, guys. Okay. This is like the UI. So even I am exploring and explaining you. I know the concepts, but the UI keeps changing. Today the Jira is like this. Jira tool is like this. Tomorrow it may be something different, but the features will keep changing. We should be okay with that. We should keep learning them. Okay. Let's go here and take this user story. Okay, so create user story for Jira here for like this, and just put a link and like okay, create user story. Okay, a realistic Jira story will be created. Okay, so as a new user, I want to register my email so that I can create an account, and that was the user story. Okay, that was the user story title. You see, in real time, the product owner will create this kind of acceptance criteria. You see how much information, as much as information, the about that particular small chunk of requirement to explain that requirement, product owner will give something known as acceptance criteria. Everyone type acceptance criteria in the chat box. Everyone type acceptance criteria in the chat box. In a user story, okay, the product owner will create this acceptance criteria. Okay, the user story, the product owner will create this acceptance criteria. Okay, to explain this particular small chunk of requirement. To explain this particular small chunk of requirement. Okay, here acceptance criteria will be provided by the product owner. That acceptance criteria will explain this particular requirement in a detailed manner. Why this? Why the product owner need to explain this user story in a detailed manner with the help of this acceptance criteria? Not only this particular text, guys. Sometimes the product owner will attach some screenshots and all those stuff. Okay, more information also the product owner can provide. Okay, a lot of details the product owner can provide, links and everything, information and all. What is acceptance criteria, guys? Why the user story will have this acceptance criteria? Why the product owner will write the acceptance criteria or provide the acceptance criteria for the user stories? What is the reason? Who knows the business well? In this particular project, who knows the business well? Developers, testers, or product owner? Who knows the business well? Product owner, right? So product owner knows the business well. So, and you already know that in the Scrum methodology, when a particular sprint starts, by the end of the sprint, who will be working on the sprint actually? Who will be working on the tasks which are there in the sprint? Product owner will create these requirements like epics and user stories, but who will work on the task? Who will be working on this particular task created by this or requirements given by this developers and testers, right? Okay. The dev team, that is developers and testers, will work on the task which are assigned to this particular sprint. But, you know, when developers and testers complete this particular task, okay, given in the form of requirements by the product owner, okay, at the end of the sprint, they need to be completed, right? How the task will be completed or how the user stories can be completed? How the user stories can be completed, tell me. Who need to accept the users? Who need to accept? Who need to accept the user stories? Yes. Okay. There will be sprint review meeting. Sprint review meeting will be there where the developers and testers will demonstrate the user stories, completed user stories to the product owner, and product owner need to accept them. Okay. That is the reason acceptance criteria means, okay, tomorrow if the developers and testers complete this user story, for the product owner to accept, this is the acceptance criteria. Got it, guys? What is the acceptance criteria that product owner is giving here? The acceptance criteria will contain all the points which developers and testers need to follow and fulfill them. Then only the product owner will will close the user stories. Okay, though they are marked as though they are completed by developers and testers, product owner need to accept them. Okay, accept them to close the stories as completed, really completed. Okay, to close the stories as really completed, product owner need to accept the work and satisfy with the work that is done by the developers and testers. Okay, so to give proper guidelines to the developers and testers, like when the product owner can consider the work as completed, the product owner will give this acceptance criteria. Okay, so as a developer and tester, we should know that these are the things we need to properly develop or test so that the product owner will accept this user story by the end of the sprint if he complete. Okay, this is what is the acceptance criteria and will be provided by the product owner. So what is there in the acceptance criteria? A registration form is available with fields for full name, email address, password, confirm password. If any other extra details are there, you can provide that. Okay, any other extra details, full first name, last name, email address, password or email address, telephone number, telephone number. Okay, password, confirm password, newsletter, newsletter selection. Okay, privacy policy. Okay, so this field should be there on the, this field should be there. Okay, simply saying that this particular field should be there. Concept. Then users sees appropriate validation messages for invalid email format, password too weak, and all those stuff. Required fields left empty. You see, lot of information product owner is providing so that he or she can consider this particular story as completed only if developers and testers with their work satisfy all these needs of the product owner. Okay, that is what is the acceptance criteria. The non-successful submission, user account is created, user is either logged in immediately or prompted a welcome message should come. Okay, duplicate email registration is blocked with a clear email message, passwords are strongly secured, all forms interactions are like the many details the product owner has given here. Okay, in the user story. Similarly, we can create different user stories here, guys. Okay, similarly, for one of the epic, we'll create for one of the epic, or for multiple epics, we can create some user stories here. Another user story that we can create here is another user story for this particular thing we can create here is user login and session management. As a user, I want to log in securely and stay signed in until I manually log out or my session expires. Okay, this one I'll take and paste it here and press enter. You see, I want to log in securely and stay logged in until I manually log out or my session expires so that I can access my account without needing to log in repeatedly. This is another user story. So I'll just click on create here, paste it. Just press enter after pasting. Just open this. Once you open this, if you want to see this, okay, okay, some different options. Okay, whenever you are creating some user stories, guys, whenever you are creating some user stories, some option like add epic is coming. Click on this add epic and select the epic. Okay, what is the epic to which this user story belongs to? As a user, I want to register my and all. Okay, this one, Scrum one epic. Okay, that one, that epic. Okay, I added the epic here. For this one also, I'll add an epic. For this also, what is a related epic? This is epic. Okay, add this user stories will be part of this epic. Okay, this user stories will be part of the epic. These user stories are part of this epic. These two user stories I'm creating here. Second user story. So here again description is there. In this I'll put the acceptance criteria again. Hope the acceptance criteria is created here for this user story also. Yes, it's created. I'll copy this acceptance criteria. Copy all this stuff. Go here and paste the acceptance criteria here and click on save. That's it. Okay. Now for this particular first topic, I created two user stories. I can create any number of user stories, guys. I can create any number of user stories. Okay. It's a continuous process. Okay. So another user story, if you want to take forgot password and reset flow. Okay, there's another user story. Copy this user story, paste it. I can create any number of user stories for that particular single epic. Okay, this is a user story. Go back here, create, paste it, center. Okay, then click on this. Go to the here, same thing. Okay, if you want to change it, click here and change it. Okay, otherwise go back here. Just click on this. Okay, so by default it came. Okay, it came correctly only, so no problem. For now, description. And is in the description, I'll go here and give the acceptance criteria in the description. Copy this acceptance criteria in the description. All this work is being done by the product owner, not by the software tester, guys. Remember that part, okay? Whatever I'm showing you, okay? I'm creating the data for the Jira tool, okay? Who will be doing this? Product owner will be doing all this stuff, okay? Creating the epics and user stories and all. Who will be doing? The product owner will be doing, okay? And this user stories created will be mapped to one epic, okay? So then, okay, for this particular epic, I created three user stories, guys, okay? Now I want to create some sample user stories for the another epic, okay? Such functionality related epic. So let's go here, such functionality related epic. Let's see where exactly it is. Let's go to the top. Okay, maybe here. Yeah, this is the one epic. For that, some user stories were given as examples. Browse products by category. Okay, this one you take, copy this, count down completely here and press enter. Okay. Okay. So this is the user story. Just go here and select this. Select this, guys. Click on create. Center. Select this and it's still coming like this. Okay. How can I change it? Any way I can change that to which? You see here parent is there, right? Parent is Scrum one, right? I need to change this parent here. Okay. It's going like this. Just go back. Is there any option for me to change this parent? By default, it is setting by itself. Change parent. Okay, there is a change parent option. In the choose parent, you chase, select this. Okay, some options will be there. You need to find out. That's the only thing. Okay, so this is a epic. I want to map this particular user story to. Okay, now it's this particular user story doesn't belong to the Scrum 1 epic. It's belonging in Scrum 2 epic. Okay, fine. And here in this user story, we need to add the acceptance criteria. So this is acceptance criteria we got for the user story. Copy this acceptance criteria and paste it here. Okay. Now click on save. That's it. Okay, we created one user story for the second epic also. Like that, few other epics I'll create for the second epic. Few other user stories I'll create for second epic. Okay, so search products by keyword is another user story. Let me go here and run this. Okay, let's say for the second epic I'll create two user stories. Okay, here I'll create the user story. Copy the user story. Come back here. Create. Press enter. Just select this. Go here. Yes, Scrum 2, which is correct only. Then click on the description here. Go back here and copy this acceptance criteria for this particular user story and paste it. Okay, all this work is done by the product owner now. Okay, all this work is actually done by the product owner now. Now let's move on to the third epic. I want to manage my shopping cart and complete purchases smoothly. Okay, that is another. So let's go here. Let's keep going to the top where I have. Okay, just keep going. Yeah, I want to manage. This is another epic. For this epic, some user story examples were given. Take the user story. If you are not getting user stories by default by ChatGPT, you can write prompts. For this particular epic, create some user stories. Give me samples of the user stories. Like that, you can write the prompts. You'll get this list of user stories if you are not getting them by default. In my case, I got these things by default, so I'm taking them. Okay. You see, this is one user story under this particular epic. For this particular epic, for managing my shopping cart and completing purchase smoothly, this one user story. Copy this user story. Press enter, it will create the acceptance criteria and the kind of stuff. Okay. So this is just user story. Go here, click on create, press enter. Just go here to the story. And here Scrum 2 is there, but now Scrum 3 need to be changed. For that, click on this and the change parent will be there. Go there and change the parent to 3. Okay, done. Now it's properly mapped to the proper epic. This user story is properly mapped and also it contains the acceptance criteria also. Actually, where is that? Okay. So here acceptance criteria need to be done. Copy this acceptance criteria. Okay, come back here and paste it. Click on save. That's it. Okay. Okay, so let me check one by one. This is Scrum 1. That's correct. Epic 1. What about this one? This is also Epic 1. This is also Epic 1. Okay. 3. Okay. Where is the other one? Okay, there is some mistake. I don't know what is the mistake. Just give me a second. Sonali, you are drawing on the screen. It's the registration related stuff, right? This is also sign up registration related only. This is also registration related only. So Scrum 1, Scrum 1, Scrum 2. This is wrong, right? Okay, done. 5, 6, 7 are Epic 1. Then 8, Scrum 2, 9, this is Scrum 3. But I added two user stories, right? Where is the ninth one? Okay, here, select this option, guys, okay? Otherwise, it may not be displayed, okay? Sometimes these options are hidden. Okay, so here, show Epic panel. And sometimes if you are not getting the created items, you just check these options. Okay, now it's showing now. Okay, Scrum 2. This is also Scrum 2. Okay, as a customer, I want to search for products using keywords so that I can quickly find in browsing page and all. Okay, this is Scrum 2 actually. Why it's went to the Scrum 3? Okay, then last one is Scrum 3 basically. Change parent, Scrum 3 and done. Now let's cross check once again. Scrum 1, that is Epic 1. This is also Epic 1. This is also Epic 1. This is Epic 2. This is Epic 2. Yes, this is Epic 3. Yes, correct. Acceptance criteria, everything is there. Now I'll create few more things. For that, I'll go here. Just go back and take few more examples here. Okay, this is the one. And here I'll take view shopping cart. This story I'll take. Second story I'll take here. Go down here, paste it and press enter. With acceptance criteria, everything will be created. Okay. Copy this. Click on create. Paste it. Press enter. Okay. Paste it. Press enter. And here, go to the description. Come back here and paste it. Copy this and paste it here. Click on save. Click on save. Okay. This is done. Now Scrum 3 only. Done. Okay. Next. Let's go to the next one. Let's go back. Okay. 4 stories I'll add for this third epic. Okay. 4 stories I'll add. Okay. 2 stories completed. 2 more stories I'll add. Okay. So like this, copy this story, paste it here and press enter. Take this story, copy that, come back here, click on create, press enter, select this. Yes, Epic 3 is there. Now here I need to add the acceptance criteria also. So this is the acceptance criteria. Okay, sample acceptance criteria that is auto generated by ChatGPT. In real time, the product owner will ideate this acceptance criteria and create the user stories here. For each and every epic, multiple user stories will be created. Okay, for each and every epic, multiple user stories will be created. So for now, I created 2 user stories for this particular epic, right? So I need to create 2 more. Let me go back. How many I created so far? 2 or 3. I don't remember that exactly. Last one was what? 12. First one was 3. Second one was 2. Sorry, this 3 you have to exempt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more I will create. Okay. Okay, next one. Remove products from cart. Copy this. Click on create, paste it. Sorry, not pasting here. I need to create that user story here, right? Press enter. Okay, here story will come. Copy this. Okay, create. Okay, done. Then select this. Epic 3 should be there. Done. Here, acceptance criteria need to be copy pasted. This is the acceptance criteria. Copy this. Come back here and paste it. Click on save. Here, good number of epics and user stories are now created. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So clear everyone so far? How the product owner will create the user stories, epics and user stories is clear at high level. Nice. How the product owner will create the epics and user stories. This is how the work will generally start. Okay. This is the first duty of the product owner, where the product owner will create the epics and user stories. Okay. Here for sample, I have taken only three epics and few number of user stories categorized across different epics. But in real time, in real projects, you will find lot of epics and lot of user stories categorized across epics. Okay. But here for sample, I created them. Okay. Fine. Next. Next thing here is this particular box that you are seeing is called as a product backlog. Guys, everyone remember the product backlog, right? Everyone remember the product backlog? What is a product backlog? Whatever the requirements, high level requirements or low level requirements like user stories that are created by the product owner will be there in the, okay? This user story kind of requirements will be put into something known as product backlog. Now, product owner, what the product owner will do next? What the product owner will do next? I'll just delete this print, guys. By default, I don't need this print. If required, I'll add it. For now, epics are there. For each and every epic, some user stories are created, okay, as sample. What the product owner will do next here is, once created this epics and user stories, while creating also, one by one user story, the product owner will go through. And here, okay, is there any priority fields? Okay, where I have seen some settings, manage custom filters. Let's go here and see. Okay, where was that, guys? Okay, so I last time I went to that story related stuff, right? Hmm, create fields or manage fields, field type, cancel. Just give me something, sometime. Let me work on this. Okay, when you click on that configure option, you are getting this. Okay, here there is one more field known as priority. I didn't add this. Let me click on the priority. Click on save changes. Okay, fine. Okay, so okay, now let's move back to the project, where in the backlog we'll have some epics and user stories. Okay, once the while okay, someone is saying print refinement, right? Okay, clarify and detail user stories and acceptance criteria, break down large epics into small stories if needed, estimate efforts, prioritize backlog items according to the business values and all. Okay, so product owner prepares backlog items for discussion, prioritize them, and ensures any necessary context is available. Okay, walk through the top backlog items one by one. Developer stresses and ask questions, clarify and all those stuff. Use estimations points, large stories and all. Update. A lot of things will be there like this. Yes. Yes, I'll tell you all those stuff. Okay, don't worry. So here, there are some epics and user stories. Now, what the product owner will generally do as the next thing here is, product owner will go to one by one story and more fields. Huh? What is there? Added one. Yeah, here priority is there, right? based on the priority. Okay, what is the priority of this? As out of all these user stories, what is the priority? The product owner will keep giving the priority. As a user, I want to register using my email and password so that I can create. Okay, here highest priority I'll give. Okay, for this particular user story, the product owner is giving the highest priority out of all the user stories. Which story has the highest priority? Okay, second one, I want to log in securely. This is also highest priority only. Okay, that's the product owner is also giving this as a registration and login are generally highest priorities, right? This is also highest priority given. Okay, here also symbols are changing, you see. So this is not the highest priority. I want to reset my password via secure and all is not the highest priority. I'll just give it as five priorities are there: highest, high, low, lowest, medium. Okay, I'll just give it medium for now. Okay, this is a medium. The next one, as a customer, I want to browse products. This is the highest priority. Okay, then as a customer, I want to search for using keywords. This is also highest priority. Okay, whatever the highest priorities are there, I'm giving here. Okay, simple. Changing or not. Just refresh once. This is also highest priority. Let me give the highest priority here. Okay. Oh no, this is the medium priority only. Okay. Then we have the highest priority created. That's okay. Next one, as a customer, I want to add products to my cart from product pages so that I can purchase them later. So this one I am saying high priority for now. Okay. High priority. This one, as a customer, I want to view contents of my cart so that I can remove selected before checking out. Or this one I am giving that as medium priority. Medium priority, that's okay. Next one, a quantity of the products. I am giving this as a low priority. Okay, for example. Last one, remove items from the cart. I am giving that as, let's say, lowest priority. Okay, so like this, the product owner will prioritize the stories. Okay, the product owner will prioritize the stories. Which one need to be implemented first out of all the list of user stories created? Which one need to go first for development and testing? Okay, and which one need to be ready in the software? Okay, next thing here is we'll go here. So what the product owner will do is there will be one meeting conducted, right? Before the sprint starts, there will be one meeting conducted. What is a meeting? For what is the first meeting that will be conducted? Anyone know what is the name of the meeting that will be conducted between the product owner and the developers and testers who are going to work on the stories? No? Kickoff meeting is not the right one and stand-up call is not the right one. Sprint planning meeting is a correct one. Whatever the Priyanka has said is a correct one. Okay, sprint planning meeting will be there. Before the sprint planning meeting is conducted, right, is actually conducted between the product owner and uh, the team, okay, who is going to work on that. Before that only, before that only, the product owner will decide the priorities, okay, of the user stories, and also do one more thing. The product owner will also give some, with the experience of the product owner is going to give some estimations here. Here, what will be there? How the estimates will be given, in what type of units the estimations will be given by the product owner. I covered this in the previous session, right? In what way the estimations will be given? In what? Yes, it's in points. It's not in minutes, hours, seconds, or something. It's in points, guys. Okay. Here, the estimations will be given in the form of what? Points, story points. Okay. Estimations will be given in the form of story points, guys. Okay. So, will story point has a particular unit of measurement? No, it's just a story point. Okay. It's like a story point. 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit. Okay. It's not in minutes or hours or seconds or something. It's in story points. Okay. So here, the product owner need to give the estimates. Okay. Some rough estimates. I want to register using my email and password. So here, how the measurement of the complexity and size of the requirement at a high level. Okay, it's not particular in a particular unit, it's just a points when compared to other stories where this will stand. Okay, like first rank, second rank, third rank. Okay, how you are giving that? You are comparing other person with other person, then you are giving the ranks, right? Here also the estimates will be given roughly by comparing different user stories. Okay, fine. So here, how many story points need to be created? Roughly, the product owner will create. Okay. Here you see, product owner, okay, gives estimates in the form of story points to the user stories. Okay. Can you give more details? Okay. Let's ask this. We'll get some information about this topic here. Story points are the relative unit of measure. Relative. Okay. We are comparing with different stories and giving a relative unit of measurement. Okay. The efforts that are required to complete a user story instead of estimating in hours or days, team assigns a numerical value. Okay. It doesn't have any particular measurement in terms of hours or days or minutes, etc. And how the numerical value will be there? 1, 2, 3. After that, 5 is coming. Where is the 4 gone? After this 3, 5 is coming. After 5, 8 is coming. After 8, 13 is coming. Why the story point estimates are like this? What is this kind of way called? Anyone know this? Yes, Fibonacci series, right? So whenever the team is estimating the stories or whenever the product owner is estimating the stories, the estimation of the stories will not be given in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. Okay, they will be given. If it is 1, they will product owner will give 1. If it is not 1, the product owner may give 2. After 2, the product owner may give 3. After 3, product owner will not give 4. Product owner has to give 5. Okay, this is the kind of process followed in the projects where we should be estimating the stories not in 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. We have to estimate in Fibonacci series. So here Fibonacci series means 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1. Generally Fibonacci series will be like this: 0, 0 after that 1, 0 and 1. Then 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. Like that, it will keep going on, guys. Okay, it will keep going on. This is a thing. Okay, since we don't want to give the estimations in 0 and 1 don't have to be repeated, they have removed this and they have provided this in this example like 1, 2, 3. Okay, this will be the Fibonacci series. Okay, so here in this Fibonacci series, we need to select something. Okay, when compared with other stories, we need to the product owner will select something. For example, here I want to give in this Fibonacci series 5 is there, right? I would like to, or 8 is there. Okay, 8 is there. Let's give 8 here. Okay, for this, let's say product owner based on the size of the story and all. Okay, let's say Fibonacci series number 8 story points the product owner is giving. Fine, clear, clear everyone. How the product owner is giving the estimates in the form of user story points in the Fibonacci series and all is clear for you. It's not time based, it's complexity and effort based. How much? Okay, it's a unit of measurement, but it's not basically in time and also. Okay, relative sizing means all comparison of the different stories will be compared with each other and accordingly, you see when you go to market, right? Let's say you are shopping for tomatoes. Okay, you are shopping for tomatoes. All the tomatoes will be of same size. Do you put a scale and measure, guys? Do you put a scale and measure all the tomatoes while you are went to market and all? You want kind of tomatoes of kind of size, but do you put a scale and measure each and every tomato that you want to purchase? No, right? You have the general idea like what is the biggest size of tomato, what is the lowest size of the tomato, okay? What is the average size of the tomato? And based on that, you will compare the tomato size with other tomatoes naturally without using any measurements like scale or meters or centimeters or whatever it is, and just pick some tomatoes randomly and then put it right. Similarly, here user story points also will not have a particular measurement like times and time and all. Okay, they are like based on comparison. Like you are comparing one tomato with another tomato, you are comparing one story with another story, and then just roughly giving the estimations. Okay, just thinking that how much effort and complexity this particular user story may take. Based on that, the product owner will give the estimates. Clear? Everyone clear with this? Guys, everyone clear with this? No, I don't know whether there is correct notation or not, Rajkumar, but in whatever the project I worked, first first the product owner will give the estimations. Okay. Story points will be given by the product owner first. Later, during the sprint planning meeting, the team will come and also give their estimates, will do their own estimates, and the discussions will happen. Clear, Rajkumar? Okay. In real time project, whatever I have worked also, it was like that only. Okay. If in your projects, if anywhere you see such kind of thing, you can explain here. But with whatever the knowledge I have and with whatever the projects I have worked on, this is what happened where, first the story points will be given by the product owner, and the team need to also give the estimates later. Okay. And if any discussions will happen to decide the proper story points, you see discussions will happen, right? You say something, I say something. When you go and purchase some products in the market, right, we keep bargaining, right? The shop owner will say something and we say something. We don't have an exact price for a product. Okay, they will say 500 rupees. Okay, we'll say 200 rupees. Okay, then they'll say, okay, it's like 350 last. Okay, we'll say 300, just make it 300. Okay, then we'll decide, okay, 300 is a fine, and we'll pay the amount and we'll take the product, right? Similarly here also, okay, for a particular story, there's no particular exact story point won't be there. Okay, here it happens through the discussion. Product owner will give some estimated story point. Okay, then team also will give some estimated story, give their they will go through the story, understand the story, and they will feel that this much of work is required. Team will decide that this much more work may be required. Testers will say this much amount of time will be required for this completing the story. They will both together sit and they will decide one uh, story point. Okay, if that matches with whatever the product owner, they will keep it as it is. Otherwise, they will do discussion in the meeting, and they will have a discussion in the meeting, the sprint planning meeting, and change it. Okay, fine. Fine, then next. You see how story points are userly assigned. Story points are typically assigned by the development team during backlog refinement or sprint planning because they best understand the technical efforts involved. Product owner role. Product owner may initially provide estimates, guess estimates based on the business complexity or value. Okay. Hope you got the answer right. Rajkumar, hope you got the answer right. It is not compulsory, but they may provide. Okay. Most of the projects I have seen, product owner is providing some rough estimates. Then team will come into picture and during the backlog refinement or something. Okay. They'll understand technical efforts involved and they will change the things. Okay. So this is what happens. Usually the PO facilitates estimate sessions, ensuring the team understands the stories. Okay. So there are different type of estimates here. Okay. Each like planning a poker, each team member privately selects story points, reveals and discuss until consensus. Okay. Quick relative sizing, map related to points. Many techniques are there. We don't have to go so deep. What we have done in our real time is every team member were asked to give the estimates, including the developers, testers, and everyone. And at the end, most of the average will come, right. Most of the people what the story point they have given with their understanding, that will be generally selected from the team side. Okay, development team side. Okay, or testers and developer side. Okay, then they will present that kind of estimates to the story estimates to the product owner, and we'll decide it together and modify that. Okay. Okay. Gives initial estimates. Product owner will give the initial estimates. Okay. Provides business context, clarifies stories, may give initial estimates, prioritize based on the value or effort. Okay. Development team assign story points based on technical efforts and complexity. Scrum master Scrum Master is also involved here in this, okay, where estimate sessions and ensure smooth process. Okay. So until the estimates are decided and all right, Scrum Master will also be there, okay. Scrum Master will also be there, and Scrum Master will facilitate, the meetings between the product owner and development team to decide. It may not happen in the sprint planning meeting itself, because I have seen that in real time where, there is no, yeah, QA can also involve. We have done it. One of the projects have done it, okay. In one of the projects, QA team is also involved, okay. Not everywhere. Maybe development team may involve in some companies. It all depends to project and the kind of practices you see. Not everything is not ideal, right? Things are not ideal. In some projects, only development team may involve. That's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Raju. What I'm saying, it's not ideally things may not happen in real time. Though the testing team need to give, the development team need to give, okay, the product owner need to give, but it may not happen or may not happen in real time. I'm saying. Okay, in the projects I have worked, we have given as software testers, we have given the estimates. I'm not saying that we have not given. We have given, but we cannot compulsory have to give. It's not there like that. Okay, okay, compulsory sprint planning, Scrum meeting should be there only for 15 minutes. Compulsory is it? It will happen real time the same way. It may go to 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Things are flexible. That's what. Okay, it's not compulsory. Okay, we'll learn the theory and we'll understand, but will it happen practical in the same way? It may deviate. But in reality, the team will give the estimates, okay? Promotes team discussion means in the team who will be there, testers will be there, developers will be there, everyone will be there. Who will be who will be, arranging this meetings and all Scrum Master, okay? Scrum Master will make sure that this estimation sessions will happen between the product owner and Scrum Master, okay? Sorry, product owner and team members, okay? The estimation sessions are going on, not a Scrum Master will take care. Fine. And different techniques, what they are following, and a lot of things matter here. Okay, fine. Then just give me a second. You see, during backlog refinement or sprint planning, this kind of story points will be given. Estimations will be given only in sprint planning meeting or backlog refinement. It can be happen anywhere. Okay, in the backlog refinement it may happen on the sprint planning meeting also. First backlog refinement will come or sprint planning will come. First backlog refinement in the project will come or the sprint planning will come. What will come first? What will happen first? Backlog refinement will happen first in the project or sprint planning will happen first? Which one is first, guys? Backlog refinement or sprint planning? Backlog requirement happens before sprint planning. Okay, as we clearly guessed. As you clearly guessed, refinement happens before the sprint planning. Okay. Backlog refinement, also called as backlog grooming, is an ongoing process where the product backlog is reviewed. Okay, whatever the product backlog containing the list of pending user stories are reviewed, updated, and prepared for future sprints. Okay. Here, as part of the backlog refinement, who will be working? Who will be collaborating here? Generally, major role will be played by the product owner, but also Scrum Master and development team will also collaborate because estimations and all we need to do, right? Okay, everyone, you see, whenever the time will come, right? Product owner, Scrum Master, and development team will collaborate and give the estimates. It may not happen only in the sprint planning meeting. It may happen in the product backlog refinement where all the things keep changing. Product backlog will be reviewed, updated, priorities may be updated, so estimations can be updated. Okay, things may be ready for the future sprints. That is called as backlog refinement. Okay, stories are clarified. Okay, the product owner will explain the stories, and the product owner will write the acceptance criteria for each and every story. Large stories are epics are broken down into small stories. All these things will be done by the product owner, right? Stories are estimated or re-estimated, and even team can also involved in estimations. Things may not happen ideal way, guys. Just assume that things are happening like this. Priorities are adjusted based on changing business needs. New user stories may be added. Old ones will be removed. Okay, new user stories may be added. Old ones can be removed. Like all the things will happen as part of the backlog refinement, and this will come before the sprint planning will happen. Okay, clear everyone? What is backlog refinement is clear for everyone. Everyone type in the chat box backlog refinement or backlog grooming. Backlog refinement, backlog grooming. Okay, everyone type in the chat box backlog refinement, backlog grooming. Okay, this will be generally taken by care by the product owner, but other team members also can involved in different places when required. Okay, but the majorly done by the product owner. The product owner will who will maintain the product backlog generally, who will maintain this product backlog. Product owner will maintain the product backlog, right? New stories may be added. Okay, some things can be removed, some stories will be prioritized. Okay, according sprints are coming, right? Upcoming sprints are there, according to some prioritizations will be done, which story need to be taken in this sprint, which story need to be taken in next sprint. Based on that comparison, relative comparison will be done, and accordingly prioritization will be done, and also comparison of the stories will be done, and some estimations based on the rough estimations given by the product owner. Everything will be done as part of the product sorry backlog refinement or backlog grooming. Okay, clear now? It is an ongoing process, guys. Okay, where the product backlog is reviewed, updated, and for future sprints. The product owner keep working on this product backlog refinement all the time. Okay, fine. Okay, so okay, in sprint planning meeting, what will happen? You see, these are the activities that will happen in the sprint planning meeting next. But let's not go with the okay. Sprint planning is a time boxed meeting held at the start of a sprint where the team decides okay what work to commit to for the update. You see refinement happened so far. Whatever I have done in this backlog page, right? In this backlog section, what I have done, like as a product owner, I created some epics. I broken down epics into small chunks of requirements known as user stories. What I have done is actually done by the product owner, and here itself the backlog refinement is also done. Backlog grooming or backlog refinement, whatever I have done is nothing but the backlog refinement or grooming where estimations are given, okay, prioritizations are done, all these things, okay, adding new stories, removing something, things, getting things ready for the upcoming sprints. All these are backlog refinement. Clear? Uh, Raju, that is not correct. Okay, sprint backlog is different, and this is product backlog is different. We didn't start the sprint yet. Do you see any sprint anywhere? Did we start any sprint, Raju, so far? Did the product owner start any sprint, Raju? Raju, to answer your question, it's very simple to understand, right? I didn't explain about any sprint so far, right? Sprint has not started it. Okay? The product owner is working, and this backlog is called as product backlog. Okay? This backlog is called as a product backlog. It is not a sprint backlog. Sprint sprint will start, and then sprint planning will happen, meeting will happen, and all those things will happen. Okay? For now, we are in the backlog kind of thing. This is a product backlog, not the sprint backlog. Clear now, Raju? Okay. Okay. No sprint has not started. Okay. This is just a product backlog. Okay. That product owner is maintaining. Fine. Okay. So far so good. So far so good, guys. Okay. So some epics were created. Some, you know, user stories were created, derived from the epics and all. Right? Fine. Now, what the next thing will happen? What the next thing will happen? Here, the product owner will create a sprint. Okay. The product owner need to start a sprint. Where is the option given now for the sprints? Things got changed a lot here. Okay. Fine. Earlier it was there, but I removed it, right? Here, create sprint button is there. Okay. Can you see this create sprint option? Next thing the product owner will do here is who will create the sprint here? Who will create the sprint? Who will create the sprint, guys? So assume guys, okay, before creating the sprint, what happened here? What happened before creating the sprint? Before the product owner has created the sprint, product owner has created some epics which are high level requirements, and for each and every high level requirement, product owner has derived some small chunks of requirements known as user stories. Product owner has prioritized these requirements, and also product owner has given some estimates. And during this okay, backlog refinement, okay, during this backlog refinement or backlog grooming, even the scrum master and the team, the project team can also involve in this, and they can also give some estimates and all those stuff. Okay, the product owner will give some rough estimates, whereas team also will go to the technical aspects and try to understand the stories, and they can give some their own estimates. And and now the things will get ready for the sprint planning meeting. Okay, the next phase is that sprint planning meeting. To conduct a sprint planning meeting, first the product owner need to create the sprint. Okay, to conduct the sprint planning meeting, first the product owner need to create a sprint like this. Okay, product owner will create a sprint one. Okay, sprint one is this is the first sprint of the project, right? This is a sprint one. Okay, plan your sprint. Now once the sprint has created here, once the sprint has created here, the sprint has not started, but sprint has been created by the product owner. Okay, sprint has been created by the product owner. So now sprint planning will happen, sprint planning meeting will happen, and on the table the product owner will put some. I didn't complete the estimates, right? We didn't complete the estimates. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me delete this again. Some work is left out here. Okay, here prioritize are given, but story estimates are not given. Okay, I'll go to the next one and give accordingly different estimates. Here I'll give something like five Fibonacci series related one. Assume that this you know what is this? Sorry, not the here, somewhere here, right? And just okay, click on this tick mark and done. This is also done. Let's go to the next one. As a register user, I want to reset my password. Okay, this one also I'll give 5. As a customer, I want to browse products so that I can. This one I'll give 5. Search using the keywords. I'll give this one 3. After 3, 5 will be there. Okay. Here I want to add products to my cart. I'll give 5 here. This one, view the contents of my cart. I'll give 3 or 2 here, for example. Just for sample, I'll give you different stuff. Then I'll go here and want to change. I'll give 1 here, let's say. I want to delete here also, I'll give 1. Okay, like that. Some estimations I can refresh here. Okay. You see this backlog refinement is done. Okay. Backlog refinement or backlog grooming is now done. Then okay, some discussions will happen. That's okay before the sprint planning meeting, where the estimations, the Scrum Master will facilitate this process of communication between the product owner and the team. Okay, where they have to decide the estimates and all. Now the sprint will be created next. Once the sprint is created, the first meeting that will happen here is which meeting, guys? Which meeting will happen now? The first meeting that will happen here is which meeting? Which meeting will be conducted now after the sprint is created here? Sprint planning meeting will be conducted. The sprint planning meeting, okay, the sprint planning meeting, you see, if I drag these items from the product backlog into this sprint, right, these items will become the sprint backlog items. Got it? Got it, guys? I'll pick, product owner will pick some items, user stories, and drag them into the sprint one. Those items that are selected for the sprint will become the sprint backlog. Got it? How they will be dragged here? Some discussions will happen, Directly product owner will not drag them into the sprint. Okay? Product owner will create the sprint and conduct a meeting known as will conduct a meeting known as sprint planning meeting. During the sprint planning meeting, guys, the during the sprint planning meeting, the product owner, okay, will sit with the development team and Scrum Master will facilitate that. And during that process, product owner will say that, okay, for this particular sprint, you need to high priorities things are there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 are there, you see, and calculations will be done. 8 plus 5 is 13. Okay, 13, almost nearly 20 story points. Let's assume that 20 story points can be put it here. Okay, so the product owner will say that I'll be adding this story, okay, this story for the first sprint. Since it is our first sprint, I don't want to give you a lot of work. Okay, though I can add 20 points here, I'll be adding only 3 points for you. 3 story points, 3 stories only. This 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 5. Okay, that is 18. 18 points I'll add like that. Let's say the product owner has said. If the team also agrees, the team also have to discuss, right? Discuss and finalize the things. And if they agree with that, then the product owner, from the discussions happened from the sprint planning meeting, okay, we'll move the accepted stories by the team. We'll move the accepted stories by the team into the, okay, sprint backlog. This from product backlog, the stories will be moved into the accepted stories will be moved into the sprint backlog. Okay, this is what happens. Okay, clear everyone? Everyone clear with the sprint planning meeting? Based on the discussions happened in the sprint planning meeting between the product owner and the team, okay, the product, the some agreements are made. Like the development team has said that we can work on that. Accordingly, the product owner has, you know, based on the discussion, product owner has moved some user stories from the product backlog to the sprint backlog. Right? Now sprint is ready. Clear? This part is clear for everyone? This part is clear for everyone? Okay. Now the next thing that will happen here in this is once the sprint planning is done and once this particular sprint backlog is ready, now the product owner will start the sprint. Okay? Product owner will start the sprint. Here sprint name you can give sprint. This is okay. Sprint 1 is okay. Then duration, you see, I told you, right? It can be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It can be different. You see, they're giving some options where, some generally 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Ideally, most of the projects will follow 2 weeks. So we'll go with the 2 weeks notation. Start date is today's date. Automatically came. And if you want to give a sprint goal, you can give, okay? By the end of the sprint, okay? Register. What were the items, guys? Register login. Functionalities needs to be ready. Okay, like that you know login and search functionalities need to be ready at a high level, okay, to begin with. Okay, like that, at high level sprint goal, the product owner can type here and click on start. Okay, the goal of the sprint can be written there and will be written. Now here, whatever the items that you see in this to-do list are nothing but the sprint backlog. The items that are there here, which are in the to-do list, is nothing but the sprint backlog, and they need to be completed by the team. Okay, these items need to be completed by the team, guys. Okay, they need to be. Those are very in-depth concepts, Rajkumar. Let's not go that depth. Okay, you can you see, if I have to explain about Agile, Scrum, and everything in depth, right, I have to go very depth. Okay, there are some books on that, so I cannot explain each and every topic, right, Rajkumar? Okay, right? So in real time, these things will not happen. In whatever the projects I have worked on, there was no capacity planning meeting or something. Okay, lot of things will be there. You see, you have to gain your own knowledge. Even I don't know everything. Okay, you don't know everything. If you know anything, you can just contribute something in the chat box and type it. Okay, but capacity planning, all complex topics these are. Okay, so if you are really interested, go and purchase one book on Agile, and then you will know all the details there. Or you can take the help of ChatGPT and ask it. Okay, but ultimately, I'm explaining the major process. Okay, or from my real time experience, whatever I have come across, I'm explaining that. Okay, but if you come across any terms or something that you want to know, and lot of things will be there. Actually, lot of things will be there. Okay, capacity planning, right, in Agile Scrum. Okay, let's type this if any answers are there. Okay, capacity planning is a crucial part of the sprint planning in Agile Scrum. It ensures that the team commits to a realistic amount of work based. You see, in real time we are doing, but I don't know that that is called as capacity planning. But that's okay. Okay, let's learn the stuff. If we don't know also, okay, we can learn the stuff. Capacity planning is a crucial part of sprint planning in Agile Scrum. It ensures that the team commits to a realistic amount of work based on the available time and resources. Okay, as the name also speaks, capacity. So here Scrum Master also will facilitate this, right? Scrum Master will facilitate this, and the team members need to accept the work. Okay, whatever the amount of stories that are put on the table by the product owner, will the team members, okay, the agile team who are going to work on that, are accepting the work or not. Okay, they have to give the kind of acceptance saying that we can complete this given work by the end of the sprint, that is 2 weeks, that is 10 working days. Can we complete this work with the number of resources we have? With the number of resources we'll have, can we complete the work or not? Will be done as part of the capacity planning, which is part of the sprint planning meeting only. So one kind of case study I'll explain you what happened in our case was, we suddenly got assigned to one module of the project where each and every module will have this Scrum kind of stuff happening. So one product owner was assigned to that, and product owner has literally given a lot of stories and given less estimates. Got it, guys? The product owner has given less estimates. Then what the Scrum Master has come. Scrum Master had we went to the Scrum Master and we have sat together and we have discussed on our capacity at the time. We didn't call that as capacity planning meeting or something, but what happened in real time, I tell you, everything will not happen ideally, right? So the discussion between the Scrum Master and we happened. We were only two people assigned to the module, and we said we both said a lot of amount of work has given by the product owner to us, to the Scrum Master. Then Scrum Master has taken this initiative and has communicated with the product owner, and as we got to an agreement, where they have increased some resources in the project. Okay, they have increased some resource in the project. So that may not happen ideally in sprint planning meeting or something in real time, but happens, whenever the pain is felt. Okay, fine. Anyhow, this capacity planning, I think everyone is clear, right? Okay, so capacity is equal to a lot of formulas and everything is there. Okay, if you want to go deep in the subject, you can go, guys. But at a high level, this is what is a 10 working days list of all team members. Okay, account for time off, any holidays or something like that. Factor in non-development time, meetings and other things. How much it will take care of. Calculating it. You see, they are calculating per person how much work can be done, and can they complete. Calculate team capacity and then commit. Okay. So this is a capacity planning that will happen as part of the sprint planning meeting. Yeah, keep asking that Rajkumar. Like if you don't know also, we can go and find out and do some R&D here. That's okay during the process. Any other things you have in your plate, Rajkumar, apart from the capacity planning? Do you have any other terminology? Do you have any other terminology, Rajkumar, apart from this capacity planning? Okay, yeah, I'm not saying you're like that, but if you have anything, we can go and do some R&D on that. Okay, it's a very good thing to learn, right, together, because everyone will not know everything. So together we can, contribute and take this session to the next level. That's for sure. Okay, fine. Sprint planning meeting, capacity planning. Now we understood some more new term like capacity planning. That's also good. Great. Now, apart from this, guys, the process will happen now. So for this week, we'll stop here, guys. For this week, we'll stop here. We'll continue this topic in the next weekend. Okay. Meanwhile, you guys also do some R&D on this. Okay. Jira tool and all those stuff. Get started with the Jira tool and try to find out different terminologies in this. Okay. Get used to it and all those stuff. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll just make a note of the email address I have used so that I had to remember this. Okay. So that I can remember this, guys. Okay. So guys, that's all for this week. We'll continue this topic in the next week. Every week we are going to do some, okay. Every week, yeah, we are going to do some, kind of work. So Let's keep for going forward like this. Lot of topics are there. Lot of this KT topics will keep going on. Topics will keep on emerging. So there is no particular end to that. We already have completed good amount of manual testing for you, and any other extra topics are coming. Okay, for research and all. Every weekend we are going to take this kind of topic and go forward with it. Okay, today I have covered about the Jira tool, part one, and few more parts will be there until we finish the stuff. Okay, let's not hurry up. Let's go into deep level and try to understand the Jira tool in a proper way. Okay, instead of rushing up. I can also complete this session in just 1 hour or something, but I don't want to do that. I want to go in a detailed manner for you so that each and every item you understand in the Jira tool. Okay, that's what is the thing. Fine then. Any questions, guys, before I wind up this session for today? Any questions? Any questions from today's session, guys? Any other questions, anyone? Okay. So that's all, guys, then. So that's all for today. Let's stop here. Let's meet next weekend. I'll let you know the timings. Bye, everyone. Take care.